minus 4 minutes. Minus 3 minutes. Minus 2 minutes.
All right, guys, so I just signed a new contract with a new client. Fun fact, they're a circus. And so they have giraffes and elephants, and so they kind of want us to get some
Munz days. Am I right?
Guys, are you okay? Are you good?
I'm good.
I thought it went right in her eyeball.
T minus 1 minute. Minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. Minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What is going on, guys, and welcome to our second ever episode of Munz Days. I'm Chris Schickenai, and I'm joined by
Tanner Getz from Munz Media.
Tanner Getz. I'm looking forward to the show today. I think it's going to be great. I think we're going to just start off with a quick introduction. Obviously, my name's Chris, and I'm the lead cinematographer here at Munz Media. And we're going to go with our favorite project that we have at Munz Media, just to kick it off, just to start. So, Tanner?
I think up to date, my favorite project is definitely our Jess Moskluk map dot video. It was just kind of a level up for us last year, in a year that was quite interesting. And we just really worked as a solid team together, and it came out great, in my opinion. And that's, I would say, my favorite project to date. How about you?
Well, I think my favorite video that I've done to date has been the Buckets and Borders shoe ad that we recently just dropped. I think my favorite all-around project would have to be JDC West, which coincidentally our guest today was also on that shoot with us. He was. So we'll probably maybe get into depth with that today.
Yeah, that Buckets and Borders ad was pretty lit.
That was pretty fun.
I was pumped on that one.
Yeah. I don't know. Expectations for the show today?
I'm excited to chat with Steenie. I've known him for a while now, and just getting to know him over the years, it's been great. He's a super talented guy. I really look up to him. He's unreal. He actually helped me set up my Ronin back in 2017. I honestly didn't know how to set up my Ronin M, and he came over and showed me. So that's the quality of guy that this guy is, and we're super excited to have him on the show today.
For sure. Yeah. I think we're gonna kick it off with a introduction segment. We have some mean tweets that were brought to our attention.
I wasn't nervous for this show until we heard about the mean tweets segment, and now I'm very nervous to read these mean tweets.
So I think we'll just kick it off. I have cue cards here that have been very, very hidden. So to start it off, at Chris and I, bro, do you even lift? Brad's mom, no, I don't lift. COVID is a thing, and I don't go to the gym, and I didn't go beforehand.
All right, let's read my first one. Oh, I don't like this. At Tanner Gets, what do you even do? LOL. I honestly don't know sometimes.
That was kind of mean.
Yeah, that
was mean.
I got a little tear forming in my eye there.
All right. At Chris and I, is the Sharknado of videographers. Oh, at Chris and I is the Sharknado of videographers. Stupid, questionable, and overhyped. From the nail biter. Well, that's kind of just rude. I like the questionable though. Overhyped, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Here's the next one here. At Tanner Gets is trying so hard to be young, he copied his youngest employees.
No, at
It's true. I'm getting older, and I'm trying to stay young. I definitely did not copy Chris's hair. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's getting perms. Good thing I'm wearing a hat.
That's pretty.
Matisse.
That's really funny. At Chris and I, what gets more strokes, your golf game or your ego? Wow, that's tough. I honestly don't know. Is the answer?
Tiger Woods.
Wow, that's tough. Oh man, that one hurts.
What would you say?
I said I don't know. Like they're probably pretty equal.
Okay, here's the next one. Is at Tanner Gets trying to do his alter best to look like a stalker that lives in an RV? At Trailer Kids. I didn't. No.
All right, my last one. Wow. At Chris and I, your sister is hotter than you. Munz Media? No! All right, well, that's subjective. I'll just say that. I don't like this segment.
Yeah, we're never doing this again.
This is tough.
All Actually, you got it worse than me.
I don't know. The perm one was pretty bad. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that one was really bad.
So rude of Matisse Grace.
Yeah, Matisse. All right, here's the last one. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Fuck Tanner Getz and his sad gang of white boy influencers. At I got you.
No. No. No.
Munz Media, just a crew of influencer white boys, apparently, and dads.
Oh.
Well,
That sucked.
let us know in the comments what you're thinking about this. I guess.
Yeah, let us know what you think of this segment. And this might be a reoccurring thing when Tanner and I are behind the camera,
Yeah.
not in front of it, getting roasted. Also, who's tweeting these things?
Yeah. Well,
It's so rude.
ghost bots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bots.
just fake people behind the handles. So, cool. Well,
Like, I mean, I guess we should just move on from that one.
we're gonna move on. So yesterday we were super pumped to release our PS5 giveaway. Yeah, so we're super excited to be giving away a PS5 for the show today. If you share this post on Facebook, we're gonna give you 3 extra entries into the draw. So
share
on,
away.
share away on Facebook. Share away to your friends.
Tanner will be personally writing your name in 3 extra times,
Yeah.
just so you get those entries. We'll make sure of it.
Yeah, 3 extra entries into the PS5 draw if you share this Facebook live video right now. And yeah, I'm gonna swing it back over to Chris.
Well, our next little section here is our question of the day, and our question of the day today is going to be, what is a weird food combination that you like that other people might find weird? And I don't know, do you want me to go first or do you go first?
I'll go
You
first. I don't know if it's weird because it's like really good, but M&M's and popcorn. Like when I go to the movie theater, I got popcorn and I also get a bag of M&M's, and you eat them together. And I don't know, it's really good. I like it a lot. Yeah, I don't know if it's weird or not, but I like it.
I don't think it's too weird. I mean, I can see where it comes in.
But I've gotten reactions like, "What?"
Okay, so
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna try it.
preface this by, I just want you to think about savory cereal as a concept. Just think about that, like salty cereal. Okay, so just and please don't flame me in the comments for this. I've already been roasted enough in this episode already. But what I like to do is I like to take a bag of sweet chili heat Doritos and a glass of milk, and you dip the sweet chili heat Doritos in the milk. And some people might think that's really weird. And you know what? It probably is a little bit weird, but it's not that weird, and it's good. And please don't knock it until you try it. And Des is literally dying behind the camera right now. So, yeah. Please don't flame me for that.
Oh man,
Oh,
what's up? Oh, Cameron Bernard. If Chris stands up, his necklace would drag him down. Cam. Love it. Love it.
that's tough. I don't like where this episode is headed so far. I'm going to just say that. This was supposed to be a nice, cheery Monday night family show, and I feel like I'm just going to I feel like they're going to make memes about this. Like, this is the kind of content that you see a meme in.
Yeah, those were some pretty mean tweets.
Yeah, and so, anyway, let us know what your weird food combination is, and we're going to, if they throw them up on the screen for us, we'll rate them, we'll discuss them, we'll see if they're weird or not. I was open to you guys, so I hope you guys are open to me, because that's a pretty deep down thing that I have, so. All right, we're going to move on.
Let's get going.
Yeah, so we're going to just head right into it. We're going to introduce our second ever guest of the Munz Day show, Anastas.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome
man.
to the show.
Guys, thanks for having me on. This is awesome. It's awesome.
in,
Appreciate
brother.
it. All right,
Awesome.
so yeah, my name's Anastas Maragos. Born and raised in Regina, Saskatchewan. Full-time filmmaker and co-founder of Subtle Cinematics with Kyle Whitrow.
Nice. Answered my first question, basically. So, I mean, what, like, we're going to just get right into the video side of things. How did you kind of get started in videography?
So it was about 7 or 8 years ago. I picked up a Canon T3i and a GoPro Hero 3 and actually shot some photos of cars. And I shot some photos of like my car and my buddy's car, took it back into the editing suite. I was like, yo, this is so much fun. Like, I love editing photos of cars now. So I went back out to shoot my own car because I was like really involved in the car scene back in the day. And went out, took my Canon T3i to shoot photos of my car, and it was stuck in video mode. I must have like knocked it over, and like I didn't know a thing about cameras, so I'm like, I don't know how to put it back into photo mode. So I was like stuck in video. I was like, well, what if I just film like a car video? So I took like a bunch of just handheld shots with my T3i, and then I took it into iMovie and immediately just like totally fell in love with the editing process and the creation process. So after that, I kind of just started to shoot all my friends' cars, and that kind of turned into like the car video guy in like Regina. So I did that for about, I'd say, a solid year and a half, 2 years. And then that's when I worked at Strategy Lab Marketing for about 2.5 years. And then I left there and started freelancing and now doing subtle cinematics. So yeah, it all started with like automotive videos that I just upload onto YouTube.
It all started with an accident.
Yes.
Which is really
Yes.
funny. That's really,
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
actually, that's a crazy story.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how you got into it. You just kind of didn't know how to get back into photo mode. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
exactly.
That's
Literally.
Great
that's
starting
really
story.
funny.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
really
that.
cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I want to know like about your first job you ever did, like making legit money. I wouldn't say legit money, but any kind of money. I want to know just about your first job, and how that was.
So my first like paid gig was actually with StratLab, and so I emailed them like, hey, if you guys are looking for a filmmaker on your team, I'm willing to come and try it out. Just like try me out, bring me on a few shoots, and see how you like me, and see how we jam on set. So I pulled up and we were filming for a local clothing designer, I think Amaranth Design. I don't know if they're still doing their thing or anything. This was like 5 years ago. This is a while ago. So I was doing behind the scenes of it was like a modeling shoot, I believe, or they were modeling some new clothing line that they came out with. And it was just using like a GH4 with the gimbal that I had. And I think I got paid like $150. And I remember coming home to my parents, I'm like, we made it, $150.
Let's go.
But that was like the first like paid gig ever. Like I made like here and there, people would like tip me when I do like car videos here and there. But for the most part, I was just like doing it for free, just for the experience and just to curate like a YouTube channel. So yeah, that was the first paid gig though.
I love hearing
How
that.
long did you kind of like, I mean, you hear a lot of like people talk about doing work for free, like when they first start.
Yeah.
Like how long, I guess, did you do that like free work for just like kind of out of you wanted to shoot and edit stuff?
I think it was about 2 years.
Wow.
A solid 2 years. Like I just didn't have much business background. I was still kind of young, so I just like I didn't know how to charge, how to like approach somebody like in a business manner. It was just doing it for the love of it. And then like I was going to university at the time. I was just taking some business classes, and then it got to the point where it just wasn't really my thing. And my parents were like, you know, maybe you should explore filmmaking, and you know, maybe you don't need school for something like this. So that's when I reached out to StratLab, and that's where everything just kind of snowballed. So
For sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 2 years of not getting paid. Like that's what I would say to like most like up and coming filmmakers. Like just do it for free and
Yeah.
get better, and like
totally,
then it'll come kind of thing. So that's really cool to hear.
totally, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. So our next question is, what is a story of your worst job experience? And you don't have to drop names or anything.
Yeah, I won't
but-
name drop. I got
Don't
a
name
funny, I
drop.
got a funny one though. So this was in 2019. It was when I left my job to freelance filmmaking full time, and I had basically built up, and I'm sure we're gonna get into this, but I was just doing music videos for the most part. So I kind of left my job because I was getting so many inquiries to film outside of Regina. So like Los Angeles, Toronto, Calgary were like the three kind of main ones. So I had an artist hit me up, and like when I left my job, it was just like an artist would hit me up and be like, hey, I need you in Toronto like tomorrow. I'd be like, okay, book my flight, like I'm coming out. So it was just taking every single travel opportunity possible, even if the pay wasn't like totally amazing, as long as like my flights were comp, my trip was comp, like I'm out there. So I got hired on to do a music video for a Toronto artist, and they paid for the flight, booked my one-way ticket there, and then they paid me in full for the music video. I head out there, and it was just like, it was a movie. Like we're talking like these guys had money or something, because like we were staying in like just the like Airbnb mansions, high rise in Toronto. Like it was so sick. And I was there for 3 days, and we were just so busy filming that I didn't think about my return flight that they were supposed to book for me. So we're filming for like probably 3 whole days straight. And then like every night we're going to like clubs with like the camera and everything, getting shots of them in the club and everything. And it was just like everything was happening so quickly. And then when the morning came that I was supposed to leave, I asked the artist, I'm like, hey, like, I need my return flight. Like, did you guys book that? And they're like, oh yeah, we'll do that right now. So like an hour goes by, and like I'm supposed to be home like flying out by noon. So I'm sitting there waiting. It's like, 10 a.m. I'm like, I got to get to the airport, guys. I got to catch an Uber out of here. And then they're like, okay, yeah, we got your flight. Like, you're leaving at noon. I'm like, okay, cool. So hop in the Uber, and then I go to check in with Air Canada or something, and my luggage goes on the carousel. And then I'm walking away. I'm like, I still got an hour and a half to kill. May as well just grab some food or something. And then the lady at the front's like, hey, come back here for a sec. I'm like, yeah, what's up? She's like, the person's like card actually just got like declined or something. So yeah, you can't get on that plane. I'm like, I can't, like, so I'm like stuck here. Like, what am I supposed to do? And then she's like, well, I don't know. You have to maybe contact the person that bought your ticket, or you have to buy your own ticket. I was like, so I'm on the phone with the artist. I'm like, you got to get down here right now. Like, I had a corporate shoot actually that night, and it was one of my first corporate shoots freelancing. So I was like, I need to be back in Regina, like ASAP mode. So I'm like talking to the artist. I'm like, just like, you need to come down here and like pay for this ticket, or like call back in or something. They're like, we're working on it. And then it was like last minute, I was like, hey, you know what? Just like e-transfer me the money when I get home. I'm just going to buy the ticket, which was like $800 for a one-way ticket. So I pay for the flight, go back home. And like, I remember I was like, it was the last minute, dude. Like I rushed, like Ronin case in hand, like running through the airport, skipping the security, made it like last minute onto the flight. And then I got home, touchdown, and the e-transfer was waiting in my email. But like, that was like just a stressful situation.
Wow.
Thought I was going to be kind of stuck out there for a minute.
That's crazy.
That is shady.
That's
just, super shady.
That's tough.
Is what it is, though.
That's tough.
That's shady.
Yeah, it was super stressful.
Dang.
Damn.
That's tough.
Yeah. That's probably like the worst.
Yeah.
I haven't really had like
bad
experiences. I don't think
yeah.
so. No.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough question, because it's like, yeah, there's kind of like the like stuff like that, like client business wise stuff. But like when you're actually on a shoot, like I don't know if I've ever had like a horror story like on a shoot or anything like that where I'm like, this was brutal. But yeah, stuff like that happens.
Yeah.
That's true.
Dang.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right. Well, so kind of bleeding into that, like I know you're pretty heavy on YouTube right now, specifically, or always have been. But do you want to kind of like touch on that? Like, how long have you been on YouTube and doing YouTube and whatever?
Yeah. So I've been posting to YouTube now since I got into video, since I posted my first car video. So 7 years now I've been posting to YouTube. So yeah, it's to my YouTube channel called Royal Z Productions. So how I kind of came up with that name is like actually kind of a funny story too. I remember I was posting my first ever car video onto the channel, and I was sitting there, I was like, well, before I post this, like I need like a name for the YouTube channel. So I was like, Royal, like my shots are like super smooth and like cool looking. And then the Z came from my first car, which was 300ZX. So they nicknamed it like the Z, so that's what the Z came from. Then I just tagged production. So created a YouTube channel, started posting the car videos on there, and yeah, I've been posting ever since. And the YouTube channel started to pick up when I started doing music video tutorials. So music videos is just something that I kind of stumbled upon when I was working at Strat. Like, it was obviously a lot of corporate work, and I think after about 6 to 8 months of working there, I was like, I want to like start trying new things. So I picked up like a wedding shoot just randomly. Like I did a wedding for like $300, my first ever wedding. And I was like, just to do it. And I did it completely solo, just for fun, just to try it out. And then one of my best friends, we were like watching music videos, some new music video that came out. Like, I forget what it was, but he's like, man, you could easily do this. Just point the camera at rappers while they're rapping in front of the camera and just chop it up. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I found some local rappers, and then we shot our first music video, and I posted onto my YouTube channel. And keep in mind, like, my YouTube channel is like all car videos. There's like 50 car videos, and then all of a sudden it's just like these hardcore rappers posting on my channel. Everyone's like disliking it and hating it. So I was like, whatever, like, this is actually a lot of fun. I'm gonna keep doing this. So I made about 3 more music videos after that, and then I kept getting messages from local people here in Regina. They're like, dude, you're shooting rappers in the prairies? Like, what, like, where did this come from? And they're like, how do you even shoot music videos? And I was like, okay, maybe this, like I keep getting asked this question. I should just make a vlog talking about how I shoot music videos. So after that, I remember this local artist, Bonfils, he hits me up and he's like, hey, I need a music video. It's like middle of December. And he's like, one morning he hits me up. He's like, I need a music video. I have 0 budget. Can you do it? I was like, well, I need something. Yeah, I was like, well, I need something out of this. So I'm thinking, like, maybe this is a good opportunity to do the vlog. I was like, it's like, for whatever reason, like +1 outside. I was like, perfect day to be vlogging. So I'm outside, middle of December, downtown Regina, and I have, I think I was filming off a GH4, and then I had a second GH4 on a tripod because I didn't know anybody that could do like BTS shooting. So we're literally like on Scarth Street, like middle of downtown. There's like a GH4 with a tripod set up, and then I'm like stopping and talking to it, doing like shooting like a performance scene or like B-roll shots, stop, talk to it. And then we finished up the music video, and then I edited the vlog up, posted it, and it just got like mad love locally, like instantly like 1,000 views, which was like good at the time for my channel. Had like maybe 3,000 subscribers. And then I kind of left it at that, did a few more music videos, but like as time went on, like we're talking like a month, where like I check my YouTube, wake up one morning and it's like 15,000 views spike, up 500 to 1,000 subscribers, hundreds of comments. I'm like, whoa, like what's going on here? So I start doing research. So like I caught on to some sort of algorithm, and there's all these filmmakers now following me on or subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'm like, yo, it's kind of dope. And like all these people are like, yo, like this, like you like broke this down so easily. Like this is sick. Like now I want to take on my first music video set. I was like, okay, well, I need to start doing more music video tutorials. If this is like maybe this could be a good direction for my channel, is just educating other filmmakers. So then I started doing more and more music video tutorials, and fast forward to like probably last year, middle of last year, I hit like 40,000 subscribers. Pretty much like 99% filmmaker base now. And now, since I started Subtle Cinematics with Kyle, we've kind of taken an approach of like I've already captured the music video audience, the music videographer audience. So now it's like, and I'm kind of capped out. It's like start to see kind of slower growth at 40,000 subs. So now it's like, how do we take this from 40,000 subs to like 100K plus? Well, if we're tapping into a niche like this of like maybe 40,000 music videographers, there's all of this that is just straight up filmmakers. So now I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, if we just do simple camera tutorials, camera reviews, and just kind of stray away from music videos a little bit, still incorporate it, but do more of that, then we can actually tap into like filmmakers as like a whole, rather than niching it down to a certain niche of filmmaking. So now we're starting to do that, and we're getting like awesome response on it, and the channel's been picking up more than ever. So yeah, that's kind of the whole YouTube journey. It's crazy.
I know even going on YouTube now, like, I don't know, I'd say like when I first started like videography, it was a lot of, you would see like kind of the finished videos, like you would see all these like polished edits and like, you know, travel edits, whatever that is, like music videos. And like now I find when I go on YouTube, like it's almost become like a free Skillshare. Like I think the videos that pop up in the algorithm like are the videos that are like, you know, how to do this, how to do that,
Totally.
how to,
it's
like,
very educational.
Very educational. And I feel like people go to YouTube to like look for answers now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's been so many like videographers that are like, I didn't go to film school, like I learned everything from YouTube. And then everyone's like, well, you know, like go to YouTube, which is great, and you like learn everything from YouTube. But
totally, yeah,
I
like
think that's super interesting.
100%. Like yeah, even for myself, like I tried university. I mean, I was taking business, but you know, my parents and friends were always like, you know, maybe go to film school. And I was like, but like I'm getting old. Like I just spent a week straight binging YouTube tutorials, and like I know how to use my camera. Like I know all the camera settings. I've watched, like I know how to shoot like music videos now, or I know like all the fundamentals of shooting music videos from watching people like, you know, Jacob Owens, Buff Nerds Media, YC Imaging. And yeah, I always tell people that too. Like a lot of people ask, like, did you go to film school? I was like, no, I was literally like self-taught on YouTube, 100%. Like I never really bought like the full-time filmmaker course or anything. I just felt like everything was just like on YouTube if you search hard enough. So
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah.
actually funny that you bring up full-time filmmaker, because I kind of wanted to go into this in my next point. I know the other day you brought up on your story that you were using Google's like transcribe tool or whatever that they have, that your videos were like coming up, like when you
Oh, yeah.
Google
Yeah.
like how
Yeah.
to shoot fitness videos,
Yeah.
your video will come up before something like full-time filmmaker, which has like a massive following and a massive audience.
yeah.
Which, I mean, I think that's crazy.
Yeah, so the reason why that is, so on YouTube, your videos are going to get ranked higher if you have higher watch time. So technically, my video has, that's how I shoot fitness videos. So that just hit 100,000 views a few days ago, featuring Adam of Divergent Trading. And that video ranks one higher than Full-Time Filmmaker, who has, millions of, I think like 1.5 million subscribers or something, because people are sticking around and watching my video for a longer period of time. Now, I think the reason why people are sticking around for my video rather than his is because you watch his video and it's like they're shooting on $50,000 red cameras. It's not very relatable. Their lighting is like, aperture 300Ds, and it's just like, I can't even shoot a film like he is. Like, I don't have the equipment for that quality.
Yeah.
So mine is just like, DSLR, all handheld, no gimbal needed. So I think that's why people more so stick around for that, because it's very freelance based. But talking about the YouTube thing, or the Google analytic thing. So the reason why Google will rank your videos like it did for mine is because Google actually listens to your videos and watches your videos. So their algorithm watches and listens to your videos. It's super crazy how it works. So if you search on Google how to shoot a gym video, people watching this can literally go search this up right now. My video will pop up, and then it'll give you a timestamp.
I did this, so it is confirmed.
It's legit.
I did this.
But if you like Google, so it'll be at the top there, and then you'll see at like Google will make a timestamp. It's like a minute 15 seconds, and then you click play, and I'm like constantly talking about like camera settings, and I'm saying like DSLR camera, 60 FPS, 24 FPS. So Google knows that this is a filmmaking related video, and most likely an educational filmmaking related video. So it's going to push it to more people that watch filmmaking stuff. So if people watch a Parker Walbeck video, chances are my video, or like that fitness video, chances are mine will be in the related tab on the side. So that's how Google kind of works, and the whole algorithm works. It's a little freaky.
Yeah, it's
literally like-
they're always listening.
Yeah, and that's why it's really important to be putting like text on your screen when you're doing YouTube tutorials, or scripting your tutorials so you're constantly saying the same thing. So like in that video, I'm constantly saying, this is how we shoot a fitness video. This is why I'm shooting at 24 FPS. This is why I'm shooting slow motion. So Google does pick up on that, and they do favor your videos because of it. So
That's crazy.
super crazy, yeah.
That's so cool.
That's
Yeah.
so sick.
And I literally learned all this literally from YouTube, like watching Sean Cannell of Think Media. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he's like a YouTube analytics guru. So I binged all of his videos, like 40 hours of podcasts over quarantine, and I just felt like some like YouTube analytic like specialist after that. But it works.
Just tapped into the algorithm.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is you have to kind of like keep up with obviously all social media networks and everything. But
Yeah.
like especially YouTube and Google, like they're changing things like all the time. So
Yeah.
like staying up on top of that is like super important, and
It
that
is.
you could kind of figure some of that stuff out is sick.
Totally.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
sick.
How I want to know just like how do you plan on kind of growing the channel, and how does someone grow kind of from the beginning?
So from the beginning, right now it's difficult on YouTube. They're trying to make it easier. So YouTube just rolled out about 3 weeks ago YouTube Shorts. So it's 60 seconds or less and vertical format. So now they're starting to push to vertical format, in my opinion, because IG Reels are starting to do really well on Instagram, and TikTok is just blowing everybody out of the water with their organic reach. So YouTube has to somehow keep up with that. So I've been testing it, and I haven't had any hits on it yet. I'm still kind of testing the waters with it, but like you'll see channels with 50 subscribers getting YouTube Shorts with like 300,000 views, and they'll get bumped like 5,000 subscribers like overnight. So it's that's definitely one way to grow, is just posting your YouTube Shorts and getting into that. And because it's so new, YouTube's pushing all these people actually using it early on. So in 6 months from now, it's going to be just as difficult as it is to be getting a lot of views on a full length video. So, and yeah, like you said, just keeping up with the times. Like I just caught on to this because I saw a random person on YouTube talking about it with 1,000 views on it. I'm like, what the heck is this? Like we need to hop on this like ASAP. Other YouTube growth stuff, like literally just binge watch all of Think Media's videos. And, you know, it's not just your content, it's the consistency. And like even things like how like properly tagging your videos is huge. Like I use a thing called TubeBuddy, and you can double click on your tags and it'll tell you like the performance of it. So does it go up against like full-time filmmaker stuff? Is this a good tag to use? And like it takes me probably a solid hour to do the entire back end for a YouTube video to make sure it's like proper before posting. Another thing too is like thumbnail. Like your thumbnail game has to be on point because people's attention spans are so short. They click a cool looking thumbnail and then your 10 seconds better be like a solid hook. So like I've even thought about doing more like filmmaking comedy for like the first 10-15 seconds with the guys in the office or something, just to like reel people in and then keep them there, because there's a hard drop off point around like the minute 30, 2-minute mark for YouTube videos. So it's just hard to keep people engaged. You have to have engaging content, but the most important thing is consistency. And keep in mind too, and this is like been proven for like algorithm stuff for YouTube, you have to post 30 videos minimum before YouTube's algorithm will even think about considering you to get a lot of views. So
That's
yeah,
very interesting.
so if all your videos are flopping your first 30, it's literally because YouTube's just not going to push any of it. It's
yeah.
100% organic.
Yeah, I've heard that about the like the thumbnail too. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen videos of people talking about like how your title and your thumbnail are like crucial, or else they just like won't even like try to push it out.
Yeah,
just
100%.
because if it's not engaging to just like see it and be like, oh, I want to watch that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, clickbait's real, but whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right. So I think we're going to hop on into our next topic. So kind of want to talk about, like, I know being a videographer definitely like takes a toll on your, you know, your creative side, and also like, you know, mentally and physically even sometimes too, when you're running around with your gear. Like, how do you kind of use like other outlets of, you know, getting out and working out or something? Like, what do you do kind of to get away from that and reset your brain?
Yeah, so it's a good one. So around like Christmas time, now keep in mind, guys, like I've been shooting videos now for like 7 years. I have never experienced like anxiety, panic attacks like in my life. So literally Christmas, just recently, like a month ago, I just like all of a sudden, once like work kind of like slows down, like I know for filmmaking, like it's always like December, like leading into Christmas and the holidays, things start to slow down a bit. You know, people aren't trying to shoot like a big production right before the holiday season. So things start to gear down, you know, then we start to work on YouTube content, this and that. It's not as busy. So I feel that like, because I just didn't have as much work to do and I'm so like go all the time. Like if it's not a client shoot, it's a YouTube video. If it's not that, it's working on TikTok or Instagram content. It's like, it's always like keeping myself busy. But because things were just gearing down so much and, you know, we were all staying at home and stuff, I just started experiencing like bad anxiety, like for like probably a week and a half straight, like could not sleep all night, like 2-3 hours of sleep every night. And I was like, what the heck is going on? And I realized it's just like, I'm just not in my normal groove. Right. And, yeah, it was just super, super weird. And the best way to combat that was literally just to make myself busy. Like I tried to take time off. It definitely worked. But once I was back in the groove of things and like filming again and editing again, it was just like completely back to normal. So I think for me, it's literally just keeping busy. And I think I've never noticed that because I've always kept myself busy. Like I'm just always doing something when it comes to work. And I know it sounds like unhealthy, like always work, but like I don't know, I'm just kind of used to it. After all these years, it's just second nature for me.
Well, it's what makes you happy too, right?
100% creating, like I love it.
For sure.
Well, I think there's also a difference too between like, you know, going super heavy with like, you know, client versus like, you know, you're splashing in a bit of like personal content. You're doing, you know, some TikTok stuff. You're like whatever, making something just like fun in the office. Like you're trying out a new piece of gear. Like there's definitely things that you kind of splice in between there, but it's not just like I mean, I don't know, maybe it is, but
Yeah, no, I think
it's all.
YouTube actually helps a lot for me, just because, like, I mean, I've built up a community there, and it's still growing like really quickly right now. But you know, whenever we post like a piece of content, it's just like, I don't know why. Well, I mean, the content is like, I'm literally just on there helping people for the most part. I'm answering people's questions. The comments are always extremely positive. Like the comment, like just unbelievable. I've never actually had any like hateful messages or anything on there. So I think that's just a good outlet for me. It's like, I know when I drop a video, like there's going to be like immediately 20 comments of like, oh, thank you so much. Like, this is awesome. Like, I'm going to try this for my next shoot. So I think the YouTube aspect has like been awesome for me.
Yeah.
It's-
Well, I know too, even like you, and I kind of want to talk about this too. Like, I mean, over the summer, Anastas and I got super close by playing airsoft together,
Yeah.
which was pretty, I don't know, kind of just a random thing that ended up
Clowns.
happening. But
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, no, it was super sick. But I know you've talked about like, you know, the content that you do for like that you'd make for airsoft, like that was just something that you'd do when you had like time and just like wanted to.
Yeah.
So like stuff like that, that's just like, you know,
Yeah, like
kind of like looking forward to that. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, like I have free time, like I can go do this.
Yeah, and actually that's a good one too, actually. So like I got into airsoft actually during quarantine. I like went and bought like the whole loadout, the gun and everything, and I was like, I'm just gonna like, I was thinking of different activities to do that where I wouldn't think about work at all. How are you supposed to think about work when you're getting pelted by BBs or like paintballs if you're a paintballer, right? You're like, you're not thinking about that for like 5 hours that you're playing. So that was an amazing getaway. But of course, like I go with the first 2 days, and then by the third time I'm like running GoPro on my head, like GoPro on the rifle, and I'm just recording every single gameplay. So now like airsoft almost becomes like just as stressful as work, because like I'm like, oh, do I have SD cards ready, or my GoPro's charged, do I have external batteries? So
Yeah.
but no, it's a lot of fun though. It's a
For
great
sure.
getaway.
Yeah, and
Such a
I've-
good sport and community.
Yeah, and for people that don't really know, like, I mean, what airsoft kind of is and what that whole thing is, it's basically just like plastic BBs that, you know, like pretty real looking guns that people just run around and shoot each other with. They have eye protection, but no, like I've talked to the guys at the office here too about like that whole world and how it's like, I've said the exact same thing. Like when you're out and just like running around, like you can't focus on anything else, or else you're gonna get, you know, like you're gonna get popped with
Yeah, oh,
a couple, and it like it hurts. You know, people are like, no, it doesn't hurt, but like I don't know, I've seen some pretty bad wounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
I caught a bad one. Remember the
Yeah,
one to my
I know,
neck?
I know your neck.
That was
Yeah,
bad. I looked like I had just a
He lit-
massive
yeah,
hickey right here.
yeah,
It,
it
looked
was-
like
it was terrible.
Disgusting, man.
Well, he was
It was
telling me about
somebody
it.
like from here to you, like hit me with an airsoft pistol right to my bare neck. Like it was like terrible, man. I was
Yeah.
there for like probably 3 weeks.
it
man.
was tough.
It looks really fun. Like when Chris has
It's
been
so fun.
talking about it, like I found myself one day, you were with me, but I was like on Google, like looking at guns.
Yeah, man.
No, it's so much
So I
fun.
come out with you
It's so
guys.
much fun.
Yeah, good physical activity too, man.
It
Like,
is.
I didn't
I-
realize how out of shape I was
Yeah.
cardio wise until I
Oh.
went out.
Yeah, when you're literally like, I mean, people take it pretty seriously. Like, it's not like it's just like a, you know, oh yeah, like we're going out and we're just, you know, sitting behind a rock. Like people are like hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
And like, I mean, Steenie and I got pretty hardcore into it too.
Yeah.
So, but like, you're running for like, you know, 5-hour days. Like you're out there, you go out at 11 and games don't end until like, you know, sometimes 5 or 6, like
Yeah.
7 o'clock even.
Even
so
the
it's like,
night games, like
Yeah.
dude, you're running. I don't know if anybody here has been to Paintball Paradise, but like if you can imagine like the bushiest like environment, running around from like 10 p.m. to like midnight, like pitch black with flashlights, like
Yeah.
it is just like it's straight
literally,
war, bro.
and then it's just like you're running through the bush. No. And the best is you're running through the bush with a flashlight, but you
Yeah.
don't want someone to see you with your flashlight, so you don't have your flashlight on, and then you're just running through the bush blind.
Yeah,
and then
it's
you
intense.
still get popped. And
Yeah.
like I don't know, it's so much fun, and
So fun.
I don't know. I'd recommend anyone who's like wanting to
An
find
extreme
something that's like pretty extreme and as like an escape. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's definitely something that is super fun and
Yeah.
honestly like addicting, like being
So
out there. Like
addicting,
I
bro.
just obviously it's the winter now, but I miss
Yeah.
being out there and
I
just
know,
like
man,
having something to
Can't
do.
wait. I know, so
No.
much fun.
But I guess that kind of leads us into our next topic too, which is like TikTok. I know you kind of like, I mean, you started your airsoft content on Instagram and YouTube, and
Yep.
then it bled into TikTok, and then you like literally blew up on TikTok overnight. Like,
Yeah. So that was super random. So I started posting all my airsoft content, like you said, to Instagram, and it was like made a separate page for it. I got maybe 200 or 300 followers. Cool. And, you know, my videos, which were like pretty decent quality, like I was running like GoPro Hero 7s, like it was sick quality and good edits and everything, but it's like, you know, 100 to 300 views. And I was like, you know, whatever, it's just something to have as like a keepsake. I can look back on it. It's like good times. But I remember it was probably 2 months ago, I was like literally watching a Gary Vee podcast. And I know some people hate this dude, some people love him. I think his content's awesome. But just because he's such a forward thinker with social media platforms. And he kept saying, like, if you're not on TikTok, like, you have to be on TikTok. Like, the organic reach is insane. They're like, if you've popped off on Instagram with a video, take that Instagram viral video and times it by 10. Like, that's the type of reach that you get on this platform. So I was like, well, like, what would I post on TikTok? I was like, well, I have literally like 40 airsoft edits. Why don't I just vault them, draft each one, and then start posting these to TikTok? So before I did, I started binge watching this one guy on YouTube, Robert Benjamin, claims that he knows like the whole algorithm for like TikTok and everything. And I literally I probably watched like 40 of his videos in a row. So I had a really good understanding of like how the TikTok algorithm works, you know, what times to post at, what hashtags to use. And I went into TikTok with my airsoft content, posting with purpose rather than just dumping stuff on there and hoping something would blow up. And by like my 10th post, I remember I posted at like 6 p.m. By 8 p.m. I checked my TikTok and it's like 750,000 views. I'm like, this is like crazy. And then next morning I woke up and TikTok actually took down the viral video, but it did hit 1.2 million because TikTok takes it down for illegal or regulated goods because they can't tell that it's a fake gun in the video for airsoft. So I had to submit a claim and like prove myself that like this wasn't a real gun. So next thing I know, it gets submitted, it appeals, it goes through, video goes back on, algorithm picks up again, and now that video has like 20 million plus views, and it's like it's the most viewed airsoft video on TikTok right now.
It's got 20.7 million views right now.
Yeah,
that's
so
absolutely wild. I know I saw that because your girlfriend Haley had posted it the night, and she was like, you know, is Airsoft's Dini gonna hit a million views before the night? And I was like, what? Like, this guy's on TikTok and just like blew up. So I went and looked, and it already had a million views by the time I already saw that. It was like it was like 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
and it had a million views, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, and it was
crazy.
just like an overnight viral success. Like, it was so super random. Like, I did not expect it. And it's funny because that video, I had it placed as a pretty much like a throwaway video. I was like, this isn't good content. Like, I don't think people are going to find this funny. And then boom, takes off. And with TikTok, then I kept posting TikTok content on my airsoft page because I just wanted to use it as like a guinea pig for Subtle Cinematics' TikTok. So once I had like a really good grasp, I started posting content onto Subtle. And like with the airsoft page too, like, I grew to like 220,000 plus followers. I'll actually get to the Subtle Cinematics in a sec, but I was thinking, I'm like, how do I monetize this? How do I make money off of this? Or like maybe get free gear. So Novrich, which is like the Louis Vuitton of airsoft companies, followed me on TikTok, and I was like, they only have 4,000 followers. They have 6 million subscribers on YouTube. This is the only way to get their attention. So I messaged them like, hey, if you guys want me to review any of your products on my TikTok account, let's chat. So they're sending me like a big care package of items like airsoft stuff. And they're like the guys to go to for airsoft stuff. So that's how I kind of am trying to monetize the platform. Cause like you can go on TikTok live to make money, but I'm not like, what am I going to do? Talk about airsoft? Like, and it's funny too, cause I've only been playing the sport for what? Like half of a summer. I'm not even a good airsoft player. Like, I'm okay, but like it's so faked. And I have people in my DMs on TikTok like, hey bro, like, do you live in California? Like, do you want to play sometime? And I'm like, dude, like, I'm not good. I wouldn't want to play with me from Regina, bro. Like, what?
Paradise.
Yeah, it's so funny. But then,
paradise.
Even on Subtle Cinematics, like, we've been posting pretty consistent content on there, trying to take like the education route, and everything just kept flopping. And I think we got to about maybe 3,000 followers on there over the course of like a solid month and a half of posting like 3 to 8 videos per day. And we actually today, like, Kyle and I were sitting there working, and he checks TikTok. He's like, dude, like, this video that had 11,000 views this morning just jumped to like 60K in like 5 minutes. I was like, what the heck? And now that video has like 600,000 or 700,000 views just today.
Holy.
Like it just like we just had a random blow up and we got like 2,000 or 3,000 followers from it. So you just never know. And that's why I always tell people now too, I'm like, if you're a brand, whether you're a filmmaker or just, I don't know, like a plumbing company, man, like post on there. Why not? It's just consumable content. It's so easy. Like everybody on there that's blowing up is mostly just using their phones anyways. So
Well,
I think
definitely,
TikTok's great for organic
some,
reach.
Some random TikTok threads, you know.
Yeah.
Like you'll be on TikTok and you're like, why am I on, you know, lawnmower TikTok?
Yeah,
And it's just people cutting their lawns.
Yeah.
And it just, people love it. And
Yeah.
and I don't know. There's things on there. Why do you think it's like so important for creators to be on TikTok right now specifically?
So I made a YouTube channel that I posted my gameplay videos for Airsoft on. So when I blew up so I had maybe like 100 subscribers or something on my YouTube channel, and I haven't posted a video since I started posting to TikTok. All of a sudden I have like 600 or 700 subscribers on my YouTube channel for Airsoft, and I have like maybe 4 videos on there. So I'm seeing like a trickle down effect now from TikTok, where on people's home pages or their profile pages, you click the Instagram link and you can directly link your YouTube channel and Instagram in there. So very accessible for people to just click one of the two and land on a whole different social media platform, which I'm surprised TikTok kind of allowed that, because it takes people off of the app, but it still works really well. Like that's why I'm trying to blow up Subtle Cinematics is TikTok right now too, is just to gain those extra followers. Like, why not? That's why I think you should be doing, especially if you're trying to grow a YouTube channel, you're going to blow up on TikTok way before YouTube, because YouTube's a marathon game. If you're trying to blow up a YouTube channel, be prepared to be going in for like 5 years, at least. At least. Sure. So yeah, I think there's like, even for Instagram too, like you'll get a solid amount of followers from just posting TikTok, especially if your stuff goes viral and you get a following on there. People are going to want to check out your other stuff. So that's why I think creators should be posting on there 100%. Because one more thing too, TikTok's organic reach that they're giving away right now isn't going to be around forever. There might be the new TikTok that comes out, like Vine was, right? There's going to be a different platform that's going to outperform TikTok's organic reach. They're eventually going to figure out ways to make more money with it. So they're going to cut the organic reach. I'd say give it a year. So that's why I tell creators, like, blow up on TikTok now while it's so easy to do so. Have that 200,000-300,000 following. And then when they start scaling back those organic views, you know, you got 300,000 followers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, well, these platforms are doing these things for a reason, and they're going to promote you doing the things that they create. For instance, like TikTok, like they want things to go viral because they want people to enjoy TikTok. Like Instagram Reels drops Instagram Reels. Like that should be the most important thing that a company or a creator is doing. Is Reels. Like you said, with the YouTube, the shorts, like they release that, like do YouTube shorts because they want you to use that, and they're going to use their algorithm to show that to more people. So as a creator, like using the things that these platforms put out is super important.
Yeah, and I think it's just being open-minded, right? Like I was so against TikTok because I just thought it was dance videos and comedy. I was like, what am I going to post on TikTok?
14-year-olds and you know, high school kids.
Yeah, like seriously, like that's what I thought it was. And then once I dug more deeper into it, I was like, I'm actually dropping a YouTube video probably this week about like how to stretch your content. So we filmed a behind the scenes video for YouTube. It's about a 30-minute behind the scenes of how to shoot a gym video. It's an updated version of my first one. And we featured Adam again, and we were on set with him filming a behind the scene, or it was a cinematic video. So we got 2 pieces of content out of that. We had a cinematic behind the scenes, or a cinematic video of Adam working out, about 1 minute. And then we had a full 30-minute length behind the scenes. So I'm going to talk about in the YouTube video, like how creators can stretch their content. So like, I basically stretched 2 pieces of content to post 36 social media posts over TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
Wow.
So I kind of like, and that's like literally 2 pieces of content right there turns into like how to stretch it into 36 posts. That's like easily 2 posts a day, like for like a month almost, right?
Well, you talk about Gary Vee too, and like his whole pyramid, I don't want to call it pyramid scheme, but it's like you make a big piece of content and then you're sharing it over all other platforms. That's even more important today, in my opinion. Like this live show, like we're going to cut it up for a TikTok, a reel, a post, maybe we're making it into a podcast. So it's like, when you say that, it's just like, I totally resonate with that. And that's what people should be doing.
100%.
We had a comment come in about Snapchat highlights.
Snapchat highlights,
are you
actually.
are you on that?
I'm not, man. I was never like big into Snapchat. I should look into that though. If that's popping right now, then why not? Maybe you could use that for like exclusive content or something for filmmaking. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Never looked into that.
Yeah. Do you think that
though.
someday TikTok will kind of take over Instagram?
I don't think
I know
so.
that's a pretty big debate.
Yeah. I think because of the Instagram's just become a business storefront, in my opinion. It's really hard to get the organic reach. I mean, Reels is one thing, but I just feel like a lot of businesses aren't doing Reels. Like, aside from filmmaking, right? If you can't curate your own content, you're most likely not posting Reels. So I think Instagram will always just be like a business card, an online business card for companies. But it depends if TikTok makes their monetization options a little easier, because right now it's kind of like a gray area. Like, I don't know how to make money on TikTok other than like doing live streams.
Yeah.
So unless they start posting maybe like per certain amount of engagement, you get paid out or something, and you join some sort of creators club of some sort.
Yeah, well, I think there's like I don't know. I think there's like the creators fund that they pay out like, yeah, it's US only, first of all, but they also only pay like, you know, the really big creators. Like,
yeah.
It's not like the people that blow up and then get like a couple, 100,000 followers and then like they're just like, yeah, here's money every time you get a big video. It's
totally.
Like people that are getting consistently millions of videos on their videos.
Yeah.
Millions of views on their videos every time.
Yeah. And I don't know why Instagram doesn't like switch up their algorithm either, because like a viral Instagram video, like a reel, is like you'll see them like 100 to 300,000 views, but like that video could potentially get like 20 million views on TikTok. So I don't know what's going on with their algorithm, but like just open it up a little bit and more people will use it.
Yeah, I feel like it also comes down to their like explore page too, like I find myself scrolling through there a lot, and like I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of times it's just these very like perfectly curated like posts, and I'm like, yeah, that's great, but like I want to see some stuff, and you see all these like weird, especially for filmmaking too, like you see all these like filmmakers that they've got like the perfect studio and they got like 4 C200s on the wall, and they're like, look at this 28 to 70 f2 like lens, and it's just like this perfect like crispy contrasty image, and it's like, well, I don't really want to see that. Like I want to see a local, or I want to see someone who's like not that big of a creator who's posting something that's like super dope, and 100%. Trying to grow. Like I feel like that definitely is much more valuable to like me than it is seeing like these perfectly curated posts of these already big platforms,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like even the growth on TikTok's just like it's crazy how the algorithm works too, because it's all on watch time and depends on the time you post. So you have to figure out what time works best for you to post. So let's say you post 7 videos and one of them at 6 p.m. has like 1,000 more views than everything else, then you start posting around that time, like all your hottest videos. But the thing with TikTok is you don't know what's going to blow up on there and what's going to get good engagement. Like I was saying, like we literally posted a video of me showing my Canon 60 Mark II from 2 years ago that I just had banked on my phone. I was like, whatever, this is a good throwaway video for TikTok. And I'm just showing it and had a Prism Lens FX filter on it. And I just show the filter and I pan up and I'm on a ferry on the Sunshine Coast, like from 2 years ago. Post on TikTok and it's like 600,000 views today.
Yeah.
3,000 followers. Crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like I had that same moment happen to me like the other day. Obviously I didn't get 1 million or views or whatever, but the other day I like like a throwaway video we did like 2 or 3 years ago, tossed it up and put like Regina is beautiful on the front of it. And then like all of a sudden it has like 21,000 views overnight or whatever. And I'm just like, this is really, really crazy. I personally...
It also got absolutely shredded in the comments.
I forgot that.
It was because people were just like shredding Regina.
It wasn't local people though.
Yeah, it was people that are like, Regina's
You know
disgusting.
why though?
It was tough.
It was toxic.
It was very
That's
toxic.
weird, man. TikTok is toxic.
some.
Because even that video I was just saying that blew up, like, it was... like we post that video, it was throwaway content, Prism Lens FX filter, and people are getting like, and I thought it was a throwaway video, so I didn't post like the final images after. shredded in the comments. They're like, why didn't you put the final images? Like, this is like, kind of TikToker are you? I'm like, dude, it's me
It's
on
like
a boat
part
showing
two,
my
guys.
camera and look. Yeah, it was something else. TikTok's was
Before
savage.
we continue this conversation, if you guys have any questions for Anastas, no, we don't have time. Okay, so throw them now, I guess. I don't know.
I personally, I don't know if I see TikTok like taking over Instagram. Like the Facebook, Instagram like business altogether is just, I find too powerful to like completely just like, I'm leaving Instagram. But I will say like generationally, like, you know, a lot of us have left Facebook.
Yep.
And a lot of us will leave Instagram and just be on TikTok. So I don't know. I don't see it like completely taking over. That's, I guess, my guess.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Do you think it's going to take it over?
I don't think it'll, like, I mean, I kind of agree with Steenie. Like, I think it'll become like a business card, basically. Like,
Yeah.
you know, your Instagram, because there's so many creators and there's so many people that already have big platforms. I think that the whole like growth aspect of it will definitely go to TikTok.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of is a generational thing too. Like, I know there's
Totally.
probably a lot of younger generation that won't get Instagram because it's like, that's for old people.
Totally.
Just the same way that Facebook is, you know, for all of our moms and grandmas. And so I think that kind of will play out somehow, and then there'll be something else that comes along after that.
Totally.
I don't know. I guess as a videographer, it's kind of just like your job to just stay on that.
100%.
Yeah, you just got to be on
Because,
it.
you know,
Yeah.
especially for video, like everyone looks at people like that know how to do videos, and it's
Yeah.
just like, well, you kind of have all the tools, so
Exactly. So
you might
much
as well
easier.
just go at it.
Totally. 100%. Yeah.
Sweet. Well, we didn't. Did we ask you what your weird food combination was?
Yeah.
No.
Did we get any in the comments? Wow,
man,
that's
weird.
tough, guys. Come on. I
Rough-
opened
rough
myself
crowd.
up to you, and you didn't even open yourself
I don't
up
think
to
we.
me.
I don't think we. Did we ask? We didn't even ask them. Anyways, go on.
Weird food combo? Man,
Yeah.
I don't even know, honestly. Pretty. Eat plain, bro. Oh, man. Ham pineapple for some people might be weird. I don't know. Some people hate on that. But, dude, I honestly don't have, like, a really weird one.
That's
Not
fair.
really. I don't know.
That's
Not
fair.
the
He's a
the
pretty cool guy. He's
cereal
not,
and
he's not odd.
chili chips.
Okay, whatever.
Sweet. Well,
Do
I
you have
think
any questions
yeah.
like for us, I guess?
Oh, man. I don't know. I mean, like, oh, yeah. I was going to ask about the music video. How was that? Because you guys don't shoot, like, too many music videos. So
No.
how was the music video with Jess Moskaluk?
It was unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was like, I know for me that was the first music video I've ever actually shot, I think. No, second music video I've shot. But no, it was unreal. I think the whole like, I mean, Jess is just unreal to work with,
Yeah.
like to begin with. So it was just super easy to work with her and, you know, her team. So I mean, from a shooting and like editing aspect, like it was flawless. Like I
Nice.
loved every part of that process.
Yeah, like I watched the BTS, very like well scripted, I'm sure, and everything. Like it was just
Mhm.
to the T.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank
Turned
you.
out great.
Yeah.
Did you shoot it with the R6 or the R5?
No, it was with the S1H.
S1H.
Yeah,
Nice.
I didn't have the R5 at that time. No.
Nice.
Got it like a week or two later.
Sick.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's
Sweet.
everything.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming
thanks
on.
for having me on, guys. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sweet to finally all catch up and talk filmmaking.
For
So
sure.
Yeah, it was nice
It
to
is.
actually just sit down and like chat with you, even though it's
Totally.
live and everything. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, we don't get a chance to sit down a whole lot.
Totally. Sweet.
Our next guest on our next show is going to be Arthur Ward, Arthur Images, and so we're super excited to have him on February 8th.
February
It'll
8th.
be with Andy and Zach.
Yeah.
They'll be hosting that one.
They
They'll
will.
be
And
taking over the
they
couch.
will have their turn to get their mean tweets written about them. Yeah, Andy's shaking his head, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Well, thanks, guys, for tuning in. I don't know how many people stayed to the end, so I don't know. Close it out.
That's it. All right.
That's it.
Thanks, guys.
Sponsor the show.
1.